All right, seriously, we got to talk about this. This is a big problem. The spaghetti code strikes again. Thank you to a commenter on one of my last videos that I read it and I was like, oh, he's right. Since I've been back playing a little bit to film these, I've been taking the Georgia. I only showed the one Georgia video, but I've been playing the Georgia. Dude, I'm here to tell you, something's wrong. Now, I don't believe that they've done anything to it because this build, this hasn't changed. Nothing on my end has changed. The way I fire the guns, the setup of the boat, everything's the exact same, and this thing is like a completely different boat. It honestly reminds me of like back when this thing first came out and it wasn't that good because the accuracy was a problem. It's not accurate. And there's going to be like, there's always going to be the kiss asses out there that are like, oh, that's just RNG. But no, it's not RNG because for 3 months, I made a bunch of videos. I played this thing every single live stream. It was a laser beam. Didn't have to deploy the airplane, nothing. Laser beam. It is no longer a laser beam. I've played it several times and it's like a totally different ship. And if this is true, if this boat is different, if it's not as accurate as it was, they didn't change anything. The only logical conclusion is that it's just a spaghetti code video game. I mean, it has to be. What else could it be? I mean, I know some people used to use the argument, oh, the people you're firing at are running anti-dispersion builds. That's just improbable. You're talking 4, 5, 6 games, everyone you're shooting at's running it. That's just, I don't buy that argument. Honestly, that's just a lazy argument. But what I can say is that for 3 months, this thing was an absolute rifle. It was a bullet unlike anything else I had. And now it's just not. It's the most bizarre thing. I'm really kind of curious if this has happened to you guys, because when I read that comment, I started thinking, and I was like, man, you know what? This actually kind of makes sense because the Alabama used to be that way. The Alabama was the most accurate boat in the game, period. And it stayed that way for a really long time, and then it stopped. It stopped being that accurate. And it wasn't just for me. It was a bunch of other people, too. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Remember when Iowa used to be super, super accurate, and then they slowed the shells down so that they could give the old Iowa AP to the Missouri to get people to want to buy it. I don't know, man. I'm honestly, I'm kind of at a loss right now as to what's going on. But one thing I can definitely tell you is that it feels like I'm playing a different boat. Like it really does. I've had this thing for a long time. And once we made it really accurate, which was in that live stream, which got clipped, which got posted, and for 3 months onward, this thing was just, it was nasty. What happened? I have absolutely no idea. The only thing I've come up with so far is spaghetti code. They've put something in the game, and it somehow is conflicted with this thing. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. Has this happened to you? Because this thing's not the same. Oh, that's a cruiser. Thank you. Look at that dispersion. Look at that. What is that? This thing was hitting 6 out of 6. I think we ran the numbers on it. We did the math, and it was disgustingly accurate. Like right here, we would land 6 out of 6. What is going on, dude? Look at that. It's horrible. Okay. So, like... Dev strike. Are you serious? Oh my... And then the dispersion. I'm at a loss here, guys. I really am. And you know what? It's been like that every single salvo, except for the one that was in the previous video where I popped the airplane and I shot it broadside New Jersey and I got 1 overpin. That was really good. That was really good dispersion. But I had the plane up, so let's try the plane. Wait. Are you doing what I think you're doing? Put the plane up. Even with the plane. I mean, look at it. It's all over the map. The old Georgia would not have done that. There's just no question in my mind. 1 ricochet. What is going on? Like this guy, like I'd be able to drill this guy's guns. For sure, no problem. And I'm gonna be lucky if I even hit a gun with a shell.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
What's the point of like precise aiming if this is what you get? Back in the day, I wouldn't play this boat. I wouldn't play it because it was too inaccurate. So the few shells you actually got to hit. I mean, I've only got 10 shells on target. I fired multiple salvos. I should be 20, 30K right now. Dang it. He's gonna turn. I mean, I mean. I don't even know how those fall short. I aim pretty high too. 5-minute marker. 5 minutes. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4 people at the cap. We killed a Surrey that bonsai'd in. Not that it even really matters though. I mean, this boat belongs on the flank. That's why it's got a speed boost. That's why it's fast. And that's why it hits really hard, because it belongs on the flank. You can't take it to the flank and do anything if you can't even land shells. Let alone the team dying, but... I mean, just look at that. What is that, bro? That is... I'm at a loss. Great. That is great. Not only am I going to play against a carrier, I got to play against these 3 sweat bags, and they are in tier 8. To be honest, that wouldn't really matter. Back when Georgia was really accurate, I used to say, hey, Georgia can go up and play at tier 8 because it's really accurate, it's fast, nimble, you can get places, you can do things. It's not accurate right now. I don't know why. Where are you going, dude? You left B to come back here, but you didn't go the direct route, because that would have been there. This guy's gonna follow me? Seems helpful. I mean, that's like the worst salvo that we would have seen with old Georgia right there. Like, this thing used to fire at DDs, and if they don't hit the brakes, obviously I missed there. But this thing would hit 5 or 6 of these shells, and you would just absolutely delete destroyers with AP. Like, I never loaded HE in this thing for a reason, because you didn't need to. Oh, but you're gonna give me broadside. Let's see if the plane trick will help. Not bad. Enemy heavily damaged. Maybe I need to start ripple firing. Points for the ripple fire? Nah, it's not great. Yep, that's pretty not great. Like, I just remember, with this thing, yeah, that's just not good, dude, at all. I could literally break that guy's guns off from here with Georgia. Like, no question. Like, his guns would be gone in, like, 2 or 3 shots. But then again, that's because I was landing, you know, 5 shells in the one gun. Oh my, I don't even want to look at that. Oh my god, Georgia. We actually stuck into the deck there, but... God. Oh, it gets worse. How can it get worse? Huh? Oh my god, they sail him. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know why it would change. It's so clearly changed. Like, you're telling me I aim too high on that target? There's no chance. Absolutely no chance I aim too high. Plus, he was still kiting away. Look at that. Did I show off how accurate this thing was too much and the wrong people watched or something? Like, we won't put it in the patch notes. We're just gonna make a little couple tweaks. Says I can't lob it. I feel like it's lying to me. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna pull out underneath it? One shell hit. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I even aimed up and they fell short. I got nothing, gentlemen. I got nothing. Don't really want to fight a Yamato. But I'm going to fight two of them. Oh, yeah. Like, really? I got lucky. I thought those backs were gonna hit that rock. Nothing like the old overmatch mechanic. I'm not kidding. Those Musashis look like they're being more accurate than this thing. That's halfway okay. We'll take that. Torpedoes. Come on. You're waiting for me to shoot, Beast. Jesus Christ. Actually looked decent.
The enemy is about to win. Enemy battleship sunk.
The last two salvos there are pretty decent. I wouldn't say in terms for like grouping. The grouping was bad, but where they landed, we had 3 or 4 land where I wanted them to land. But that, in and of itself, is still pretty damn far off of what this thing used to be, which was 5 or 6 in the tiny little spot I was aiming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. If you can come up with an answer, please, by all means, put it in the comment section. Because I'm stumped. I don't know why this has happened in the past and why it's just happened to Georgia. That I literally wasn't even on to, like, play. I'll tell you what. Let's go check the patch notes just to make 100% sure. And it would have been last update's patch notes. So let's go look. Yeah. Do you guys see any right there where it says Georgia is getting nerfed? Huh. Me neither. Weird. Because prior to this update, this is kind of when I stopped playing, Georgia was an absolute laser beam. And it goes back several months. Absolute laser beam. Absolute nuke. Like, Georgia was a weapon of mass destruction. And now it's pretty fucking mid. That honestly kind of angers me. That boat is now inaccurate, because that was the one thing I could always like pick that up, play it, usually have a pretty decent time. But yeah, I guess that's that, boys. Georgia's dead. R.I.P. Nicely done, Wargaming.